Well, hello guys and gals, and welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. And welcome back to the dedicated server and our map, Graceland, where we are wrapping up the Holmer DLC Weekend. Thanks to everybody who has come out and played with us. But we're on the last field of the Sugar Beet harvest. I've got Adam and Seth on with me, and what I've got is all the Holmer T4s lined up in a big row, and am traveling down the field with them using Follow Me to have them just follow me, and then Adam and Seth are helping unload as we get this last field done. So we are the end of the watch here, as there was some folks on for like 7 hours straight today harvesting. I know Adam's been on all afternoon. So anyways, I got Follow Me set up. It is right there working, and let's see, the path that I have set up on that is 20 meters and 4 off to the right, and so each one is following at that exact same distance. So that's what we're doing. Now I'm a little worried about hitting these telephone poles, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my turns a little bit shallow here, and that way I don't have like the last combine in the group or last harvester in the group hit that. And then I'm gonna skip out here a little bit and pick up where I first originally started. I started this video once and had a little issue with Windows, and so I had to restart the video. So what I did was I cut up here initially with all of the T4s running. I forgot to turn a couple of them on. That's the reason there's a little bit of slack there on the inside. But I went ahead and cut a path, and so I didn't have to make a real tight turn and really have all the guys, all the following tractors have to mimic that really tight turn. I went ahead and just skipped over a row and then came down here and made my turn. So here comes Adam to get me unloaded and get some of these Sugar Beet goodness out of me. And then we'll just continue on unloading. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend. Hope you enjoyed the whole Holmer DLC. Again, I can't say thanks enough to everybody who donated this past week and gave a little bit of money to the cause. That really helped me add in a few more extra DLCs that I didn't plan on purchasing, but I did. I ended up purchasing 15 of them total. I gave away some to some people who have been on the server constantly, and I wanted to keep them on the server for the DLC. So I did give away a few in the back, and then I gave away a whole bunch during the live streams and things like that. So thanks again to all the donations, and I can't say enough and say thank you enough for those donations. They really do mean the world to me. After all, it is your money, and it doesn't matter if you give away $1 or $5 or $25. It all means the same to me, because you're giving away your hard-earned money, and I don't take that lightly. So thank you so much. And to the guy who was in chat the other day mocking the fact that I got excited over the fact that somebody gave me $5, get a life, buddy. I mean, seriously, I don't care how much somebody gives me in a donation. I'm gonna get excited over any amount that somebody gives me, because to be honest, they don't have to do it. And the fact that they pull their wallet out and give me a little something and say thank you for what I'm doing, that means the world to me. And if you ever look down on somebody because they don't give you enough money, you're really, really in this for the wrong reason. So thank you. I don't ever ask anybody to give a donation. If you can, that's great. If you can't, I don't care. Just come join them, watch the videos, hang out and chat. Be a part of the live streams. That's all I really ask. Just be a part of the community. You do that, I'm a happy camper. And that's all the reward I need, is just you watching it. Help me if you need to help me out. If you want to help me out, and you want to do something, and you can, show it monetarily or whatever. Again, I don't ask for donations, but if you want to help out, share the videos. Make sure you share them, tweet them out. Tell your friends about them, like them, comment. It helps me out. Your likes and comments are what let me know you enjoy the videos, as well as the comments steer me in the right direction. And of course, videos that are getting likes and getting comments on them, YouTube looks at them and goes, oh, well, that guy's doing something good. So that always helps me out. So, but again, I'm not looking for donations, guys. The options are there just for the people who want to make a donation. I would prefer, if you are going to make a donation, you do it through Steam Tip or Stream Tip, and not do it through YouTube's fan funding. And the reason is, people are doing donations through fan funding, and I absolutely have no way of knowing that donation gets made. And it drives me nuts because, I really, again, I can't say enough. I don't take it lightly when somebody gives me even $1. And for me not to be able to say thank you to you, really is rotten in my book. I wish YouTube had something built in to at least give me your email address or a screen name or something, so I could at least show my gratitude and say thanks, either in a video or in the live streams or whatever. That's the reason I like Stream Tip. It does give me the ability to have the person put their name in. You can do it anonymously if you want to, but it gives you the option to, and it also gives you the option to put your email address in. So if somebody does make a donation and I'm not on a broadcast or something, I at least the next day can go back and look at it and see the note they left, their email address, and I can send them a note and say, hey, thanks for that, I appreciate it, blah, 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 blah. If they ask the question, I can answer the question, all that good stuff. So that's the reason I set Stream Tip up, because I do not like the way YouTube system is set up, just because somebody could go on there and make a donation and make a whatever they feel is a sizable donation, whether that's $5, $10, whatever, right? But let's say somebody goes on there and makes a very sizable donation and never hears back from me or anything else like that. That person's probably going to get irritated and not realize that in the background, it's not my fault, it's YouTube's fault for not sharing any kind of information to me. So, I would, like I said, if you are going to do donations, I prefer you to do it that way. So, one of the things I want to talk to you guys about today, as we continue to harvest our sugar beet field, is Discord and some of the changes that we made as far as moderators and things like that. We had an instance the other night where somebody got into Discord, was kind of mouthing off a little bit. It was brought to my attention. I confronted the person. They decided to smart off and make some demands, and that person got booted from Discord. About 5 minutes later, I got a note from that person saying, oh, that wasn't me, that was my brother. Please let me back on. Nah, ain't happening. So if you can't control your computer and you can't keep your friends or your brother or people like that off, because the thing about it is the person in question was on there and then somebody else got on there and smarted off to us. So if you can't control your computer or what's going on your computer, yeah, I don't need you on Discord, and I don't need you smarting off to other people. So bye-bye, see you later. So that person was banned. Another person had to be banned from the server as well for some remarks and things like that. I do have some moderators in place. Those guys, I've discussed what my wishes are, and it's pretty much what I've always told you guys. I don't put up with it. I really don't. I want a clean community of people who are having fun and enjoying each other's company and camaraderie on the server. And I understand a little slip of the tongue every once in a while, and I let that fly. But if you start disrespecting people on the channel, you are gone, baby, gone. It's kind of cool on Discord when you ban somebody. Thor jumps down from the heavens with his hammer and bam, you're gone. Same thing though with the dedicated server. We had to ban somebody from the dedicated server. If it was you, you know who you are. And basically it's the same thing. It all comes down to respect. You guys know what my wishes are on the server. We've talked about it. And if you're going to drive through the fields and tear the fields up, you know that drive control's on and that we have crop destruction turned on. If you're going to drive through the fields and tear the fields up, nah, that ain't happening. If you're going to get on here and you're going to drag a whole bunch of equipment out and just leave it somewhere on the map and then get off, you can pretty much expect you're going to be gone. I might say something to you, or one of the moderators may say something to you. If you smart off to them or disrespect one of them, gonna be gone. And even if somebody on the server says something to you respectfully, as far as, hey, you know, you need to put those up or whatever, and you disrespect them, and then they tell one of us about it, you're gone. I'm not going to put up with it. I don't care if the person is me, a moderator, or another player. You certainly don't disrespect another player on here. I'll put up with a whole lot of stuff myself. But if you disrespect one of the other players on here, or you disrespect a moderator, you're gone. I'm just not going to put up with it. So, anyway, so we had a couple of people had to have the band hammer swung on them. So we do have a couple of moderators in place. I've got some guys handling the farm in the morning. I've got some evening people handling the farm as well. So they should be able to get on here and make adjustments to the time of the server. So if it gets late, they'll be able to make those adjustments, as well as reset vehicles when Cowboy drives them into the lake or something like that. They don't really have the permissions to buy vehicles or anything else like that. That's something that we'll discuss, and if we feel like they need to be purchased, that'll be happening, because there's plenty of equipment on the server now. But they do have the abilities to just help out with the day-to-day task of keeping the time set so that it's always daylight on the server, as well as if somebody is misbehaving and we're having a problem with them. I've given them a channel in Discord where they can discuss people that might be acting up on the server as well, and so we've got some people who can take care of issues when they arise, as well as correct problems on the server when they arise as well. So like I said, if you put if Cowboy puts another truck in the drink, we'll be able to get it reset at any time of the day and go from there. So that's kind of what's happening, but I did want to address that just because I want to make sure everybody understands the rules for Discord are the same as the rules in that I've always put in my live streams. I don't put up with it. I expect this to be a PG channel. I want kids to be able to come in here and have a good time, and some kids have really foul mouths, and they're going to get told to watch their language, and if they don't like it, they can be gone as well. But as far as just the conversations, I want to keep them clean, and it's more about respect. I can deal with a slip of the tongue every once in a while and tell you need to watch it, but when you constantly do it, then that's a problem. But if you mouth off to somebody after they tell you that you need to watch your language, you're gone. So anywho, so back to the farming. So when we finish up this harvest, and by the time you watch this video, I will have sold off all of the equipment and reset the server to vanilla. I'm also going to put in a different copy of Multifruit, so you will need to get Multifruit and Multifruit Standard downloaded and updated on your system, because when I put Multifruit in the last time, I didn't put sorghum in it. So I had to go back and add sorghum into the fruit list so these fields over here can get harvested, as you see the field of sorghum in the background. So yeah, that was my mistake, but that will be corrected and rectified. So by the time you see this, we'll be back where we can harvest sorghum. But yeah, otherwise we're doing pretty good. We've got like 7.2, 7.3 million beets. So I imagine by the time we do this, field will be up around 8 million. So we got a lot of sugar beets to sell off. But speaking of which, if you go sell off grain, again, I've told y'all before, y'all have my permission to do whatever you want to as far as selling, seeding, planting, all that good stuff, right? But the only thing I ask is keep in mind that when you go sell something off, make sure that you keep in account that we have a lot of livestock that need fed. So if you go to sell off sugar beets during a high demand, don't sell every last sugar beet. You leave a couple 100,000 in there so that we can feed the animals. Oops. Gotta make that turn. Forgot about it. Oh well, we'll clean it up in a little bit. It'll get done. I still got to come back and clean up these two sloths. I'm not gonna worry about them right now. I'm gonna skip them because they're small. Like only 2 harvesters are needed. Instead, I'm just gonna worry about getting this outside edge done. I'm gonna get the bulk of it done, and then I'll come back and I'll clean up whatever we miss at the end. I debated on doing a headland, but I just decided not to. I decided I'd cut up the middle, get as much done, and cut it all out to the ends. And then when I get to the ends, I'll either drop some tractors off or just reverse my way and cut it down through there. I'm gonna wait here for a second and let the rest of these tractors catch up because we are getting really spread out. So just give them a second to get over here. I don't want Follow Me to freak out, you know. But it is pretty cool though, seeing all of these tractors all spread out like this and working together. Though I imagine it's a challenge for Seth and Adam to keep up with all of them. They seem to be doing alright though. Alright, let's get back at it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I will say this though, Adam was doing this earlier with 6 T4s up in 11 and 12, and he had some issues with some telephone poles, but it did cause quite a bit of server lag when I got on this evening. I had to jump off the server. It was so bad, but I don't know if it was my connection or what. It seemed like maybe it was too much though for the server, or a bit much for the server. Let's put it that way. Well, anyways, what else is happening? Had a really good weekend. I hope you guys did too. There was no live stream on Friday night. I know a couple of you guys were like asking where I was. I had some family issues come up. I'm not really going to get into details. Just to say I had some family issues that had to be taken care of and looked after. And by the time I got home, it was just too late to start a live stream. No live stream on Friday. I did do a lot of recording on Empyrean late Friday night. Though some of the stuff that I recorded on Empyrean is a little bit out of date because Empyrean got an update Saturday morning. I added some new cool things into it, which we'll cover down the road. But I did get some episodes of Empyrean done. I'll get those up. Just keep in mind, like if I talk about food stacking in it, I know that food stacking has been changed with the patch. But I did 3 episodes in a row because I was on a roll, and the stuff that I was doing was kind of cool, so I wanted to record it. Though I will say, there's not that many of you guys watching the Empyrean videos. They're not catching on. And I don't get it, because it's a lot like Minecraft. Even Short Circuit and I were talking the other morning. He was like, I don't understand why nobody is into it, because the game is so similar to Minecraft that you would think that a lot of these kids would want to watch it. But then again, if I threw a Minecraft video up, it'd get thousands of hits, whereas Empyrean just isn't getting the attention. I don't know if it's because people just don't know what it is yet or what, but it's a cool game, and I like it, So I've got a bunch of videos recorded on that, and we'll check it out. So we do a little first-person view here, so you guys can't scream at me that I don't do enough first-person view. What else? Oh, we were going to do some Empyrean on a live stream. Well, we did an Empyrean live stream Saturday night. One thing I want to talk to you about, too, is if you were watching the live stream for Empyrean, we had some problems once again with Empyrean. And I just want to make sure people know that the problem isn't the game. The problem is the way we were playing the game was out of date. And We just didn't realize there were going to be issues with it because of that. We were playing multiplayer peer-to-peer. So Alex had his single player game up and running, and he and I, and Dan and Rob were on there. We were basically playing his single player game multiplayer over, a network. And that's fine and everything, but the game doesn't support certain things in that aspect. That was the original way developers set up multiplayer. But since they've put in dedicated servers and the ability to create a server, and that's the way they want you to play the game multiplayer. Well, we were still doing it the peer-to-peer way, and one of the inherent issues with it is that you can't leave a planet in a CV because it doesn't register everybody as being in the CV when you do it that way. And so with that in mind, we had some problems once again. So yeah, Alex, we were smart. We got the new CV all stocked up and ready to go to space, flew it into space, and well, what we did is everybody logged off. Alex flew it into space. Then we logged back in and got in it, and Rob got in. Alex and him died, and the ship fell out of the sky and blew up. So we took a backup version. We started again. Alex flew it up into space. Then he took the small vehicle back down to the planet, picked us up. We all got in it, flew up to the CV. We got on it, and then it was glitching out. But so I did a lot of reading on it, and then found out that it was an issue with the fact the way we were playing it. So hopefully we got everything resolved. Alex is going to give me a copy of his save game, and I've acquired a small dedicated server just for the four of us to play on, and I'm going to put that save game up on there, and hopefully we'll be able to do some multiplayer on that and continue to play that game out, because it is a very cool game. If you were watching, you got to see the warp sequence when we did the warp drive. It was killer. I mean, the animation on the warp sequence was nice. And so we jumped from Omicron to Akura, and it was pretty cool. So hopefully we'll continue some more of that, and we'll go from there. I think we'll just have to see. I'm going to continue to do some single player on it, and we'll go from there. So and really, if people don't watch the video, they don't watch the video. I still enjoy the game. I enjoy playing it, and that's all that matters to me. So I'll record them, put them up. If only 200 people watch the videos, only 200 people watch the videos. And I'll have to continue to put up some more farm sim and stuff along with it, so that the folks who don't like it will have something else they can watch as well. So, but it's a cool little game. If you didn't get a chance to check it out over the free weekend, you missed out, because it is a lot of fun. Alrighty, what else? Speaking of farm sim and American Truck Sim, all that stuff, the schedule for this week pretty much is going to be Monday night. Monday night's going to be farm sim. We'll be back to Manchester, do a little Manchester Monday, and then Tuesday probably construction sim, and then we'll get some more ATS in maybe around Wednesday. We need to do some bus sim at some point as well, because you guys really like that one, and then we'll be back on the farm probably on Friday and drive on Saturday again. So this is probably what we're going to do live stream wise this week. It's tough for me coming up with a live stream schedule, because it really, really most of the time I figure it out right when I get ready to go. Oops, I was going to try and get that one. I missed it. But yeah, really, most of that stuff's last minute, other than, farm Monday nights is Manchester. And it's hard for me, because a lot of you guys just keep beating me up over, when are you doing farm sim? When are you doing American Truck Sim? I can't do everything every night, I'm only streaming for a couple hours during the week anyway, so that's one game. And I can't play that same game over and over and over every night, or people are going to get sick of it. And then I'm also neglecting the people that want to see me play another game. So the game I'm streaming is the game I'm playing. So, and trust me, there's other games I would like to stream. I would love to stream some other stuff that I have, but I feel like if I don't get 2 farm sims in a week and 2 ATSs in a week, you guys are going to have my head on a spit. So, but anyways, that looks like the thing. And then I'll get all kinds of videos in this week. Like I said, I got a bunch of Empyrean queued up already. And there's some other stuff that I'm going to play. So, Alex and Dan and I played EM4 the other night. That was pretty cool. I'm hoping we can do some more multiplayer on that, because I really didn't have the gist of the game until maybe halfway through it. And so I was just getting into the game when he ended up his stream and we were done. And the thing is I had purchased EM4 and I played it for a while and gotten used to the controls and how you respond to incidents and things like that in the vanilla game, right? But we played a mod. We played Harbor City. It's completely different in the mod than it is in the vanilla version. So I really wasn't following along until about halfway into the game, and then I realized, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So hopefully we get to do some more multiplayer on EM4. The video from that is up on Alex's stream, or up on his site if you want to watch it. But you'll hear Alex quite a bit go, Moose, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm sitting over here doing my thing. I'm waiting for a call. I don't have a call in my district yet. Yeah, but you're not pulling any vehicles out. I'm like, well, I don't need to pull them out until I get a call. And little did I know that every time you got a chance to do it, you were supposed to pull a vehicle out and put it in your fire station. Because in the vanilla version, the stations are already stocked and you just answer the call and throw it out there, you know. So, see if we can tighten this up one more time here. Get a little bit spread out. But yeah, that was fun. And I'll try and get some of that. Hopefully we play again this week and I get some of that recorded for the channel. I know some of you guys have seen the EM4 stuff and you like it, so I had fun with that. So I got to play it some more though and get used to it a little bit more. But it's always a challenge figuring out what I'm going to put on the channel and everything, because there's so much I'd love to put up. And there's only so much time in the day to record and everything, as well as, you know, live streaming. There's only so much time to live stream. I mean, Spin Tires, you guys like it. So we've been trying to do some of that and some other games as well. So, but you know, I'm just trying to give a little variety on the channel. So if I'm not doing your favorite game that night, please don't beat me up over it. We'll get back to it. Farm Sim's not going anywhere. American Truck Sim's not going anywhere. So. Alright, I think I can get one more pass out of this with all the tractors, and then I've either got to drop a couple of tractors off, or I can spin around and come back down the row and just leave everybody intact, which I think is maybe what I'll do. I think that might work. Comes at him again. Ooh, lag. Stop here and help him unload. Or maybe not. Come on. There we go. Bad time for lag spikes. Oh, wait. What is he doing? I thought he would just bring that other one up underneath me. Maybe he's just unloading a little bit at a time from each tractor. Or maybe he's going to get in the other one and come back over here and unload me. There we go. That'll work. Oops. Come on, get some of that caramel nougat. Lag spike, lag spike. Don't you love it? It's just like the most inopportune time to lag spike when he comes up to unload. I guess he gave up. How's it looking back behind us? Pretty good. Though tractors 4 and 5 are getting way back there. Anyways, what else is happening? What else is going on? I guess by now you also know that Squirrel over the weekend did a little preview of Arizona. That is in closed beta now, which is good to know. It's closed beta, so people are actually playing on it and testing it and trying to get it running and seeing if there's any problems in it. It should go to open beta, I would imagine, within a week or so. Maybe 2 weeks. Which means it's going to be probably the first of, middle of June when we get it publicly. So it's getting closer, at least. It was intriguing to see the fact that, we actually got our first look at it through Squirrel over the weekend. I can't wait to get Arizona and get some more routes and some more runs and a little bit more distance into that game, because it's getting tiresome. Though I must say, we had a real good drive Saturday night, and I want to thank everybody who came out for the run Saturday night. It was a lot of fun. Adam and I started the evening off, and then Wyatt joined in. Benjamin, Chris came in a little bit late. He had some stuff going on, but and then there was somebody else following along. I didn't know who it was. Yeah, thanks guys. We had fun with it. We'll do it some more too. I just we're starting to work the kinks out of how I want to do it so that we can all drive together and be in communications with one another and everything. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some people that I game with regularly in the channel with me and part of the stream, because I think that adds to the stream, the interaction between us. They'll be in with me talking and chatting, but I'll also have the CB turned on to talk to the other people. And if the chatter on the CB gets overwhelming, then I will I'll shut my CB off and I'll just let one of the guys in the channel communicate with the group and go that route. Because again, I have to keep in mind I am doing a presentation, and I can't let it get out of control, and I can't let it get full of profanity and all that other stuff. So I just kind of watch what's going on. We'll gauge it moment by moment, and if I can leave the channel open and just say, hey, we're going to this place, blah blah blah, and use it as a line of communication, then that's cool. But if it ends up becoming a nuisance, then I'll just shut it off and let one of the guys in the channel, when we need to communicate back and forth with the group, I'll let them click it on and say something to everybody else who's following along. So, but again, thanks for coming out. We had a good time. We ended up running into Gunning Gamers group, and they took up quite a bit of space on the map. And that was Saturday night, and then after that I was going to do a construction sim with Alex live stream. That ended up not happening because that's when we ended up playing Empyrean. Alex decided he wanted to download those Mammoth vehicles from the Steam Workshop and use them in multiplayer, and I think they worked just fine in single player, but when we got them into multiplayer we had all kinds of issues with them. They were glitching out. The Scania looked like a Pac-Man or something. It was just the frame was staying still, but the cab on it was tilting back up and down like Pac-Man. It was kind of funny. And then Dan walked over next to it, and it teleported him up into the air all the way above the clouds. And then I walked over next to it, and it shot me halfway across the map, so I had to take a taxi back over to the vehicles dealer. It was quite interesting. So we went to delete those off and not play with them, but something happened and it corrupted Alex's game save, so we ended up not being able to do Construction Sim Saturday night. So those of you who heard me say I was going to do Construction Sim Saturday night and I never did, that's the reason why we never did Construction Sim. Plans changed. Seems like we've had a lot of fail lately. Went to play Wreckfest the other night in multiplayer. That didn't work out. We played one round of racing, or had one set of races, and Alex is and then multiplayer just kept crashing for everybody, so we just didn't get to finish that up. So one thing after another. All right, so at this point, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive over here and take this section that's in the center, drive it all the way back up, and then if I turn around and I rotate my direction and go clockwise around the field, that means that'll put all of the tractors off to my right, and whatever remaining sections need to be harvested, they can just do it. That way I don't have to just get out here and disconnect a bunch of tractors or harvesters, because I don't know whether I need, like here I guess I only need 2 harvesters, but I don't know if I need 1 or 2 or 3 on these edge markers. So we'll run up through here and keep this one everybody off my right. Well, everybody's going to stay off my right. I think there is a function in Follow Me where you can have the tractors flip-flop. Like going up this side, they're on your right, and then when you flip and go back down, if you want to go up and down the field, you can set it where it'll automatically do that. I think you can, maybe not. Maybe you have to do it manually. I forget. There was a reason why I didn't use Follow Me for plowing, and I think it was either because I couldn't get the implement to flip, or it was too much of a pain to get the course to flip. One of the two in there. There's a reason why I decided not to use it. I usually only use Follow Me for the simple stuff, you know, just like what we're doing now, a little bit of harvesting, or, you know, like if I have baling and I want to get the baling done quickly, I'll have the mower, and then I'll have a windrower, or I'll have the windrower and follow a teeter or tedder, and then sorry, my mind slips, but a lot of times I'll have the tedder and then have the windrower follow it, and then have the baler come up behind it, and I'll use Follow Me to do all that. It usually works all right. Alrighty. Getting pretty spread out. They get spread out every time the server pops a little bit of lag. It seems like they spread out a little bit. And because they're only drawn out 20 meters, and that's not that much of a distance. But we're getting it done. It's working. That's all that needs to happen, right? Get these last little bits of Sugar Beets done, and our Holmer DLC weekend will be finished. And I can turn the server back to vanilla so everybody can get on. And I do invite everybody to get on. I keep getting asked, a lot of people, if I downloaded your mods, could I play with you guys? Absolutely. Like I said, the server's open. It is, you know, for anybody to come in and play on. As long as you follow the rules and you respect everybody else that's playing on the server, come on and be a part of it. Jump in Discord, get to know everybody on there. We got a nice little community starting to develop of people that, you know, not only play Farm Sim together, we play American Truck Sim together, and, you know, Short Circuit and I are into Empyrean, and we talk about it all the time together and go over things. I found a new dinosaur in Empyrean yesterday, and he was I was telling him about it, and he was kind of excited about it. It's I got to get some screenshots of it because it looks amazing. I got to get some video of that because it just looks really, really good. But yeah, get on there. Come on and play with us. If you want information on how to get on the dedicated server, if you look in the show notes, there's a link that says server and mod information. Click on that link. It'll drive you to a Google spreadsheet. And on that Google spreadsheet, you'll be able to look in there. It'll give you the links on where to go to. One of them will tell you the server name and the server password. The next bit of information is going to tell you how to get the downloads. So if you click on the link, it'll take you to an access panel. You enter the new password, and to get the mods, it'll be like Mr. Moose Mods or something like that. Get the mods, download them. So you'll use the password, log in and password, log in. It's going to give you a mods tab. Go to it, and then down at the bottom there's a little golden file that'll say download all active mods. Download those, put those into a mods folder on your computer, and for Farm Sim, you should know how to do that. And then once you've got that done, then jump online, use the login or search for the server, and then use the password, jump in and start playing with us. Come have fun. But yeah. One thing about the mods, though, somebody asked me the other day about installing the mods. Do they have to install them in the order that they're on the mods list? And I think they're a little bit confused. The mods for the dedicated server and the mods that are listed in my spreadsheet are two completely different things. Okay? The tab that says Farm Sim, and it has a whole bunch of mods listed there, those are the mods that I have played with since day one, and you guys have asked me about, and I've just compiled a list of them. Those are there as a convenience to you to be able to see what mods I run in my single player game. And if you see a tractor or truck or something else like that you want to download, you can download. Now, if the mod link is out of date, I'm sorry. There are some things that change on a regular basis. Like, for instance, who is it? It's not BM Modding, but it's what is Oakenville's group? OEB Modding. OEB Modding got kicked off of FSUK for some reason. Don't know why. So the links to any of their stuff that calls for you to go to FSUK, not going to work anymore. It just nothing I can do about that. And I don't chase mods that are 6 months or old or whatever. I do that as a courtesy for you guys, but I don't chase mods. And if the link's out of date, if it's something easy, I know I might update it. But if it's out of date and I got to really search for the internet for it, probably not going to happen. Hopefully it's not something really hard to find. But anyways, the mods that are on the Farm Sim tab, that is just a compilation of mods that I have for single player. The mods that, if you're on the very first tab and it's talking about the dedicated server and everything, it'll give you a link that you click on, and that will take you to the dedicated server's file system part of it and let you download the mods from there. So that's the difference in the two of them. So all right, see, one last little group. I only need like one more harvester behind me to get this done, but got a couple of them back there. We'll get it taken care of. But we are almost done with this field, and that's going to bring the old Holmer DLC weekend to a close. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, again, make sure you let me know if you want to do it again. We can always, like a month from now, load it back up, buy a whole bunch more stuff, and get back over here and do some more sugar beets. I'm sure Adam doesn't want to see another sugar beet for about a month now. after doing 6 hours of it today. But no reason we can't, load it back up in a month if you guys want to. The only thing I was disappointed with the DLC, and the part I was looking forward to, you may have noticed here in this whole video, I've driven straight in line just like you would with a Holmer, and I haven't used the crab steering. It's because we ran into an issue with it on the dedicated. Don't really know what was up with it, but if you went into the crab steering mode and then unloaded into, the Terra variant, when you unloaded and tried to go straight again, it would not let you, the front would not change out of crab steering. You couldn't make a turn out of it. So it was weird little glitch. So we just kind of ixnayed that whole idea. And we just kept it straightforward. So really the only benefit you get out of it is it's a little cooler looking, and it's a little bit wider head. That's about it. Everything works fine though in single player, which once again reaffirms that multiplayer is an afterthought in everything Giants does. All right. Well, I think that's about covers everything for this week. Played a little bit. I picked up Space Engineers Saturday night because when we had issues with Imperia, and Alex wanted to play Space Engineers, so I downloaded and played it. That's an interesting one. I got no idea what I'm doing in that game, so I might play it a little bit this week, see if I can't figure it out. But I don't know. It didn't grab me as much as Empyrean has. Empyrean, I played it for 10 minutes and was hooked, and just had a blast playing it. Space Engineers played for 2 hours and couldn't wait to get back and play some more Empyrean. So, well, I don't know. Alex says that once I get all the conveyor belts and all that stuff working, that Space Engineers is really cool, but I don't know. Right off the bat, I just enjoyed Empyrean a lot more. Or I do enjoy Empyrean a lot more. We'll see. Those darn dogs are really annoying in Space Engineers. I will say that much. So, alright. One last little bit here to clean up and we'll be done. Hey, if I haven't said it already, thanks to everybody for your support. You guys are awesome. Whether you're watching a live stream, watching a video, or playing with us on the dedicated server, it is a pleasure. You guys are awesome, and I can't say thanks enough for all the subscriptions. We're at 16,000 subscriptions now, and that's just amazing to me. So I do thank you. As we make our way towards 20,000, I've got a little something special planned for you guys for 20,000. Not going to tell you what it is right now, but it's going to be big, and it will be my way of saying thank you to you guys. I hope you will enjoy the 15,000 gift, which is the dedicated server. Come play with us a little bit, have a little bit of fun, and come be a part of the community. And with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. We'll see you guys on the dedicated server. We're back vanilla, and we are doing a live stream tonight, Farm Sim Manchester Mondays. Come on out and join me. Until then, stay safe, have a great day. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.